All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for our third matchup of the evening. It's Cobblestone with 3SUP versus Cloud9. But before we get started, we just want to give a quick shout out to the Score Esports app for all of your CSGO needs. Scores, stats, and news, all kinds of updates, great content. Check it out on the iOS App Store and also Google Play. But before we get into this one, let's go ahead and talk about these teams. Obviously, we just saw 3SUP play on Overpass, a heartbreaking overtime loss that they suffered right there. And now we're going to see Cloud9 facing off against them on Overpass.
You just said Overpass twice. You're just
Cobblestone.
you're just all sorts of out of it right now.
I'm just stressed from trying to fix my damn microphone.
It's good to have you back, by the way. Good.
Golly, but threw stuff in my room.
You're like this is the thing that we just saw. Cloud9 just lost to Liquid on this map earlier in the evening for Face It. So they just took a loss on this map. I mean, this has been a map that they've been very good on, it, especially against North American teams. They show a very no respect style against most North American teams on this. I fully expect them to bring it out here against 3SUP, where they basically just death squad it and they just out-trade, out-aim you in every situation, whether it's down drop, whether it's up mid very quickly. And if you can't stop them, if you can't find early kills in the round, you're going to be in a lot of trouble because they're not going to stop moving forward and they're just going to obliterate everything. So 3SUP is going to be, they're going to have a very, very tough time in this matchup, in my opinion, especially when they're playing the CT side. If I'm 3SUP here, I might just start on the terror side.
Well, we'll see what they decide to do here, as they did walk away with that knife round victory, and right now Cloud9 on the CT side to see if they decide to stay, and looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. So 3SUP looking to at least control the pace of this matchup from the get-go and try to get their own pick of whatever they want to do, especially through this pistol round, to see if they can make something happen. But again, 0-0 coming into the pistol round, just starting this one off. Cobblestone is the map. Cloud9 CT side. Sean Garris, Skadoodle, Freakazoid, Nothing, and Shroud facing off against Aria, Abe, Mo, Jason R, and Professor Chaos. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Third matchup of the evening. And here we go, Moses.
Four members of Cloud9 over towards the B bomb site, and Freakazoid, huge plays, 2 quick kills up in the halls. That's the bomb now. The rest of 3SUP has to go chase him down, but he's got an opportunity to get a couple more kills on the flank. Freakazoid, one tap on a Jason R. He just might have won Cloud9 this matchup because they had the wrong defense called for the strategy 3SUP's running. And these two members, these two remaining terrorists, they are all sorts of discombobulated, nowhere to go on the map. Freakazoid, he finally gets shut down by Abe. Now they can recover the bomb, but they've got to deal with Shroud, who's pushed all the way forward, spots him out. They're blocked in now in these A-halls.
Yeah, there's really nowhere that they can go, and Shroud is going to be able to find that fadeaway headshot onto Abe, drops the bomb once again, and it's all on Professor Chaos to come around through the pit here in mid and try to find something. He's going to at least spot Skadoodle, but he fired a little bit prematurely and wasn't able to just cleanly execute him, and now he's got nothing, stuck behind the APC. But with time dwindling down and the bomb so far away, it's going to be a tall order for him to get this, and Nothing playing this extremely smart, just wasting time as much as he possibly can. Professor Chaos coming around the side. Nothing hits another ripper of a headshot. We saw him last night, I believe it was, or 2 nights ago on Cash actually have an all headshot pistol round ace, even though they lost that map.
Yeah, well, Freak just wins them that round. Just big deal. He hears himself getting surrounded, so he just gets aggressive towards those A-halls, towards middle, towards that courtyard, and just eliminates him and drops that bomb. So, I mean, the rest of the 3SUP members have to whirl around him, but 2 of them actually try and get up into the A-bomb site, hoping they win that one-on-one and can bring the bomb immediately into the site, but that just doesn't work out like that. So Cloud9 take that pistol. Look at this buy out of him. They're going to go quickly in mid, but there's Freakazoid with the MP7. He's able to spray down 1. Gets a second one. Now he's got to switch to the pistol, but he just gets swarmed by the Tech 9 still. He's done the damage. Mo's very low. Abe's pretty low. And they know exactly where everyone is.
Yeah, nowhere to go there. But again, they're trying to push up into this bomb site, but they've got a couple players around the corner, and Shroud's not even going to let Mo get a whiff of that bomb site. He takes him down instantaneously with the MP7 or MP9, and there it is, the spray down. Sean Garris with the Mag 7, so a lot of money netted this round. 2 frags for Shroud, 2 frags for Freakazoid, and a Mag 7 kill for Sean Garris. So they're going to be sitting pretty once they get into the first gun round.
Yeah, only losing 1 player there. That's very, very well done. 3SUP now, no investment of armor once again into this round, much like last time. So they just have some upgraded pistols and 2 flashes for Arya, so they're not going to be able to do too much. They're going to have to get into this place quickly. It might just be some pop flashes down through those double doors to get into the middle connector very quickly. The smoke is up, though. And once again, Freakazoid pushing halls. He's got an M4 this time, though. He can't lose this gun. That would be brutal. He's the only one there, and he does. He loses it, so a good chance for Jason R to salvage that and do some more damage. Sean's going to rotate over with the Mag 7, and there's Shroud with that MP9 still causing wreaking havoc, but that M4 now forces Sean back, so a little bit of a scary situation for Cloud9.
Again, Shroud, though, in mid. Holding Stalwart with only 36 HP does a significant amount of damage, but look at this aggression from nothing. He's going to be able to find the first. He might be able to get more than one out of this exchange as well. Pushed all the way up into the B halls. He actually just smokes it off, so they've got no avenue of attack over here in towards this bomb site. And he's just spraying through the smoke. Does pretty decent damage there on a Jason R. Hits him once or twice with that FAMAS, and now Shroud is going to be there for the backup. So they're pinched again in this round. Nowhere to go.
Right, they've got to have Jason R go beast mode, find one kill very quickly from now and see if they can just make anything happen from it, but doesn't look likely. There's so many angles they have to clear out if they want to move forward towards the B bomb site, which is where they're going. Nothing gets spotted out. He does massive damage, though. Hasn't fallen quite yet. Hasn't got any kills, and there's one streaming out, but with the USB, nothing, or excuse me, the P2000, he's just going to clean them all up. The last two fall to nothing, and once again, only one kill, and they even salvaged that M4. So very fortunate that that happens, but Freak getting solo aggressive could have caused huge issues.
Yeah, rightfully so. They do throw that Freakazoid over that M4, so he is going to have that with the full nade kit as well, and Skadoodle's going to be on the op, so that's another dangerous thing. Now we get to actually see how much Mo can step up his game, because he's going to be going toe-to-toe with the undisputed best opper in North America in Skadoodle. So this is going to be a pretty good test here for Mo. At least on Cobblestone. Not the most op-friendly map out there, but nothing in a great position, though. He's going to find the first blood. Abe coming around from the backside, takes down Skadoodle, and this is just a clean sweep into this B-bomb site. They only lost one player, Abe on 4 HP, but the damage is done. This might actually just be a save call out of the CT side of Cloud9, but it looks like they're just going to press on, and a little bit risky here. Flashbang out over the top through double doors. That's going to find a little bit of flash onto Mo, but he actually hits a wallbang shot, and they finish things off, and that's not too shabby of a round there for 3-sub. Fast push into the B-bomb site and 3 alive with the op.
Right, nothing gets that first kill, but he's in a position where there's nowhere for him to fall back. He's got to spray a couple down, because it's basically one and done, especially if your teammates all fall around you. And you're right, I would have liked to have seen a save call. If they were able to salvage, if they were able to just save those 2 M4s, they would have had a decent buy. They would have had this op anyways onto Skadoodle. They would have had probably 3 M4s in this round. Instead, they got 2 shotguns, an M4 to FAMAS, and that op on Skadoodle. So it's a very weak buy out of Cloud9 that they're going to try and stop the momentum before it can even really get started.
Yeah, 2 shotguns, a Nova and a Mag 7, and Freakazoid already taking a peek out here at long A spots 1. I believe that was Arya that he had in his line of sight right there, but with the range on that Mag 7, no way he's going to be able to pop a shot and find a kill that way, so going to patiently fall back and bide his time a little while longer. But like you said, I mean, they do have the op in Skadoodle's hands. He doesn't have armor, so this is a little bit of a tough situation for him to be in, and you can see a little bit of harassment over towards the B-bomb site. The terrorists are actually going to start filtering over here as well to join up with Abe. He's just trying to provoke something over in this area, but nothing. Holding on top. And he does have the Nova, so this is a high-risk, high-reward position that he's in. We'll see if he can get anything out of it.
The issue is to play this spot, you need to have that choke point smoked off during the execution, and there's no more smokes left on Cloud9, so that Molotov doesn't force nothing out of position, but he's going to peek once. There's a nice shot from Skadoodle. He slows things down. If he can get a second one, he can't, but there's the shotgun. Swings out. Nothing, can't get the kill. He misses 2 crucial shots, and Abe cleans him out, and that might just be the round, although Shroud, he responds with a nice headshot on the bow. That's the off down. Oh, and he spins around on drop. Grabs Jason R, brings this into a 2-on-2.
Yeah, and Sean Garris and Freakazoid already over here, and actually Freak is going to pick up that AK, so that's a nice find for them moving forward into this one. The pop flash comes around, actually does more damage to Sean Garris than it does to either of the terrorists that are trying to push in. They have yet to get in the bomb site. That nade's going to be off the mark, and pushing around the side is going to be Professor Chaos, so it's down to Freakazoid 1v2. See if he can clutch this one out as Abe sitting on 46 HP, 2 kills already on the round, and he's just going to freak right into Freakazoid. He's going to peek right into Freakazoid's crosshair and go down. Now he's going to go on the hunt for the AWP. Plenty of time on the round to find something, and there it is. So that will be a defusing. Cloud9 pick up their 4th, and that's going to do nothing but harm to the economy here for 3-sub.
Very good clutch from Freakazoid. Just being patient, waiting for that peek. He knows Arya's got to find the intel, got to try and shoulder peek something to see where Freak's coming from. So he just plays it the opposite direction. Lets Arya be the aggressor, not knowing where Freakazoid is, and he takes that kill. But I mean, that Freak bails him out of that round because nothing should have had at least 1 and maybe 2 kills with the way that he had those two terrorists looking the opposite direction. So small goof, but Freak makes up for it with a nice round. 4-1 now for Cloud9.
They are going to buy up around that bomb plant, so this is going to be an interesting round. 2 Tech 9s here for the terrorist side. It might just be another fast strat towards the B-bomb site. So you can already see them filtering on down, and Shroud's going to be able to hear a lot of footsteps coming around, and this is going to be nothing again on a shotgun, and he jump peeks right into Mo's crosshair, and he's already down and out. So 10 seconds into the round, already a man advantage here for the terrorist side of 3-sub. That's just a throwaway.
Well, nothing to. He had in his mind there was zero chance that Mo had an AWP into this round with the way it played out. So
true.
He gets caught a little bit off guard by that buy, but either way, it's extremely punishing. And now Sean, he's going to have to grab this angle. The smoke is out, and Mo tries to run through it, and Skadoodle's going to be the one that finishes him off. Sean picks up a shotgun at this range. More damage being dealt by the AWP, and the shotgun hasn't got a kill. There it is, the first one, and it runs out of bullets, but still, the damage is dealt. The attack is stalled out. This is going to be an easy win from Cloud9 from here.
Shroud's going to get into his face, and he picks up the op for, well, I thought he was going to pick up an op, but he took the AK. They were right on top of each other. I got juked. They do end up actually picking up the op, so Freakazoid's got one now. Let's see if he throws it over to Sean Garris, which I would assume would be the case. And looks like they're just going to do a little gun shuffling here. Sean Garris has the op. Double up setup on Cobblestone. Are you a fan?
Yeah, I don't
to
mind
anchor
it.
the A-bomb site. Play 4 and B.
Do some damage. I mean, Skadoodle, you have Skadoodle with it, so that's always good news. I think teams have a lot of times have gone away from a steady op over in that B site. They use it to kind of catch someone off guard, but look at Freakazoid, still solo aggression over in this A-hall. This time he gets nothing. That nade does a ton of damage, though. 3-sub's just going to keep pushing forward. It's going to be a field day for Sean with this AWP. Picks up 1, picks up 2. All the assists going towards Freakazoid's nade, and he misses 1. He's got one in the sight. Sean's got to be careful behind him. Eventually, Professor Chaos does take him out, but no chance of a plant in this round. Nothing cleans the last 2 up. And are they going to salvage that up? Is that how dedicated they are to it? And they're not going to. So maybe Sean made the call. Just, I don't even want it anymore.
One and done. One round, had his fun, got 2 kills out of it with the big assist. I mean, that nade was nuts. Freakazoid dropped, what, 3 or 4 of them down about half health. So easy cleanup there for Cloud9. But, you know, catch it by surprise, pick up the op, play with it for 1 round, and then drop it for the next round and have the M4. So not a bad call from Cloud9. They're starting to actually, a couple of players are at least starting to build up a little bit of economy. But there it is, a fast, aggressive push from Freakazoid. Catches Mo out. Skadoodle with the op is going to find Abe as well. So this is already not looking good here for the terrorist side. Professor Chaos gets dropped to 21 HP through mid double doors. And, yeah, not a lot that 3-sub can do. They have no map control to work with whatsoever, and already 2 players dead. Or 2 3/4 dead.
Dude, Freak is just cracking me up right now because he's been punished many times by that solo aggression in these halls. He's done great with it a couple times, but he's just not stopping. And this is that no respect style that he's like, yeah, I know you guys know I'm gonna peek, but I'm just gonna win anyways. And that round he wins the duel. Shroud watching drop just rips off Arya's head, so it's just lying on the floor missing right now. And Freak's got a good angle towards mid, and he spots him. I think he spotted those legs. He's got a pop flash out, and he just drops it. Now he's going to swing it at them both completely blind. It's free kills for Freakazoid. Nicely done from him.
Yeah, he was actually watching that angle from danger so long. He spotted, I think that was Professor Chaos's toes like 3 different times, and just didn't bite on it, didn't take the shot, just patiently played that, drops the flashbang, and catches both. So he gets 2 fish for the price of 1. And something to note right now, Jason R, kind of the hero of the last matchup for the 3-sub squad with a couple of nice clutches. He's 0-8 to start this one off, so very slow start for him.
Sean's going to play close-up mid. Freakazoid once again being aggressive. This time they seem to know. They're sending a lot of bodies at him, and he can't get the spray down too accurately. He grabs the grip run, but he falls afterwards. Sean, he's going to fall back towards danger. They have salvage an op or an AK, and if they just run by him, he's actually going to save the stairwell. Gets 1, gets 2, gets 3. The 4th comes from behind him, but it's too late. The damage is once again done. And now Shroud's got advanced position, and where does Arya go from here? He's got no armor. Got a little bit of utility to work with, but this round is mostly over.
Yeah, he's going to work his way back down through danger. But you said it again. I mean, Freakazoid, he keeps getting punished over there, but it doesn't matter. He's just so unrelenting holding that position. He gets 1 and done again this round, but Sean Garris is there to bail him out of a sticky situation to start that round out and gets 3-piece for it, and that's going to be the round right there. So 8-1 for Cloud9. They continue to just stack the cheddar. Look at Skadoodle now, $11,000. He's only 4-3. Because he hasn't really seen much action, but he's just going to be that high bank right now for his team. You got 11,000 on Shroud. He's only died twice. So, I mean, this is really ramping up. Now Arya is going to pick up the op along with Mo, so maybe they're feeling a little bit of a different bit of strategery here as they're going to send Professor Chaos by his lonesome over towards mid, and they've got Mo way back.
Oh, he's just looking for that push from Freakazoid. He's like, all right, if you're going to push, I'm just going to put an op on the angle.
Yeah, but this time they've got Skadoodle over there with the op, so they're switching things up a little bit on A-halls.
Yeah, just seeing what they can find from it. Nothing gets half blind, and Abe swings out. takes that kill. He's down to 6 HP, though, but that's a good start to the round for 3-SIP. 4 members huddled over towards that B bomb site, but now with that kill, they're going to start falling back, rotating maybe over towards middle, make a presence towards A, because Mo hasn't made a noise, but actually, they changed that up. They're all going to come back for a B hit, and this could be a little bit dangerous. Shroud's going to get re-aggressive back towards exactly where Nothing was playing, basically, trying to peer over the smoke, and Sean's here with an AWP and Chicken Coop. And even Skadoodle's going to start cheating a rotate over.
Actually, Shroud's blind spray behind that smoke baits out some shots from Arya, but nothing doing just yet. That Molotov's going to hold him back a little while longer. Abe very, very low. Arya actually took a little bit of splash damage from that. He knows that Shroud is playing in this corner. He knows that he's there, but Shroud's going to get flashed out. And now Mo is coming under fire. He's going to go down, almost lines up the double, and Arya is going to bait into a shoulder peek there from Shroud. So Shroud is just buying them so much time. Abe finally capitalizes, but Shroud taps him away. It's down to a 2v1. Sean Garris with the AWP. He's all the way back behind Fountain, but that bomb being dropped, and Abe with 6 HP, not much he can do. Even though he picked up 3 kills this round, he's got to ace it to win it. That's a pretty tall order at this point with only 9 seconds left.
Right, Shroud getting back up on that box just throws 3-SIP completely off guard because he holds that B platform. So when the attack is only coming from drop, it's not nearly as effective. They basically just crush it. Freakazoid had a great stand out at the rock out of the first kill. That delays it just long enough for them to win out the round. So very well done from Cloud9, now up 9-1. And 3-SIP's going to have to buy here. They have the AWP on Mo, and they're going to pick up an AK-47 onto Abe, and
big round for 3-SIP.
I'm assuming Mo bought that off. Did he grab one at the end? He might have grabbed Skadoodles because he did kill Skadoodle.
No. Professor, or who was it? Abe at the end of the round. He got out of that one alive, and he actually picked up the AWP at the end of the round.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah,
well, I'm just curious
because
because Mo doesn't have armor, so he must have dropped an AK-47 over to somebody. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, he had to because he's only got $250. He didn't even pick up any utility. He could have picked up a flash, but honestly, with the setup that he's running right now, it's not really even worth it. Not bad, though. They were able to at least salvage that up. But still, this double scoop setup here for the CT side. But Arya's going to find Shroud to open things up at the B-bomb site. Now they got to deal with Nothing on the backside of this platform. Abe is actually out in front of this smoke. And there you go. Nothing doesn't realize it, but he's adjusted his aim, and Arya's going to find that frag anyway. So the B-bomb site is now open for business, and it's going to be on Sean Garris to try to lock this down from double doors with this up. He's going to get smoked off, but he's pushed out already. He's dropped the bomb carrier, so a lot of time is being wasted right now to try to grab this bomb and get it planted. They finally get it on the back of Jason R, who's still struggling in this matchup, 1-1-10. Mo is 2-9, so really having a hard time, but there you go. Abe and Mo combined barbecues Sean Garris, and there it is, a nice clean round from 3-SIP, only losing 1 player, and they need to really capitalize throughout the rest of this half. 9-6 would be pretty solid for 3-SIP.
That'd be nice. A little bit of a pipe dream more than likely, but this might be... Shroud has 12,000, so they're going to buy here. He drops some weapons over. They might not have an AWP. They do. Skadoodle buys up the AWP out of the field, so it's going to be another really good buy out of Cloud9. A good situation to at least reset the losing bonus. 3-SIP will more than likely be able to buy next round no matter what happens, but especially if they get a plant. But resetting the losing bonus would be absolutely big. It would be absolutely huge. And there's Skadoodle with an opening pick on Arya. They boost up into the drop. That takes him out. Now Nothing. There is a member, Abe, who runs through the smoke. He gets naded down to 50, and Skadoodle is just there holding the angle. Smart mobility from the sniper of Cloud9.
Yeah, and they have no idea that Nothing is still playing down underneath of that small area by Broken Wall, so Skadoodle covering his teammate flawlessly that round, and again, Mo's got this AWP, and see if he can do anything with it, but right now, they're kind of static. Skadoodle, again, aggressive over here, and he just rips another one onto Jason R, just decapitates him through the little tiny plank there by drop. And again, you talked about the mobility of Skadoodle, and he's showing it this round. Gets one at drop, goes all the way back around, gets one on B plat, and gets another one at drop. And now Freakazoid's going to have a free kill on Mo, and that's going to leave it all on Professor Chaos, and just very disorganized here on 3-SIP side.
That'll happen when Skadoodle goes on a tear like that, and that's cool to see too, because that's been one of my criticisms of Cloud9 is Skadoodle on the CT sides at sometimes feels
too static.
Very, very static, doesn't move anywhere. So this time he gets 1 kill, relocates, gets another kill, and then relocates again to get a 3rd. So that's cool to see out of Cloud9. And Professor Chaos in a 1-on-5, they haven't even dealt any damage to anyone. His only option is to save this gun. So good response from Cloud9.
Absolutely, and again, that's just going to reset that economy here on the terrorist side, because every time they get around, Cloud9 wins the subsequent round afterwards, and you can see that bank is not good on the C9 side after the last couple of rounds because they've been so close, but Professor Chaos gets hunted. Nothing takes him down, so they get absolutely nothing out of this round, as it is going to be now a 10-2 scoreline. Cloud9 on top by 8 rounds coming into the 13th, and it's going to be another eco round, so they're looking at 11-2 before all's said and done. And 3-SIP, they were so strong in the eco rounds on Mirage against Winter Fox, but they haven't had any luck talk. Even on gun rounds in this one, Freakazoid top fragging 14-8. Shroud right behind him at 13-3. So they're not even getting the deaths on the boards for the Cloud9 side. It's pretty much any round that Shroud has died, it seems like 3sup has won.
Look at this fast B
nade.
play. Yeah, fast B play. The nade deals tons of damage, and they're forced back because of that. They just say we can't even handle it. Can't handle that damage. Shroud's gonna fall out of drop. He's gonna concede that map control, but he smokes it off. So where do they have to go from here? Sean's rotated over to watch the window. He's got to be a little bit careful. Abe actually opens up on a nothing. That's a good find, but there's Sean onto Arya, Shroud onto Abe as well. So they've shut down most of this drop attack, and not a lot of places left for 3sup to go.
Yeah, Shroud's going to relocate himself, but Sean Garris catches another one. That's mowed down. They finally do manage to take down Sean Garris, but Freak is there for the trade. And look at the damage. Look at all of the assists. I don't think a single kill that round went unassisted. Just because of all of that nade damage early on. They dropped that nade over top of drop, caught 2 players with that. A nade down long B actually caught all 3 of the remainder of the players, and that's just a complete annihilation. Like you said, it just put them at a standstill. There was nothing they could do, and now they're on that cycle of just buy until we win, because that's what they need to do. Somebody's going to quote me on an NSYNC quote.
Oh, man. You brought it up yourself. You brought that on you.
I brought it up before it even happened. Just prepare yourself. Look at that nade. I mean, ridiculous.
Yeah, this is too much damage for 3sup to be taking this early in these rounds. Sean's even playing behind the smoke. That's Abe who's positioned himself on the other side of the doors, but Sean's wisely just going to fall away as the smoke disappears, waiting to see someone. Now he's going to just toss the Molotov out. And 3sup is rotated back towards the B bomb site. Nothing's playing close up on the B platform. Skadoodle and Shroud are playing in drop right now, and this is where all the 3sup members, it looks like they want to do a little bit of an A-split. 3 members coming down drop, but Shroud's just going to find the edge of the fire, get 1 kill before being traded off, and Mo finds nothing. This is a very dangerous situation. Skadoodle's got to find a better position. He's got an AWP. He's going to get the first kill, but traded off immediately. That was a one-and-done spot. And then Jason R also takes out Sean, so good entries into this B bomb site seems so unlikely, and Freakazoid just gets wrecked.
And that's a big round. That's a big confidence building round there for Jason R. Because, like I said, he was down at the bottom. I think he was 1-11 at one point. Now he's fought back to 5-12, so he's gotten 4-1 in the last 2 rounds. So not bad from him. But finally, 3sup gets a little bit of wind in their sails. And 11-4. I mean, that's still a tremendous half for Cloud9, but it's at least a little bit more manageable for 3sup. A pistol round victory, and they're only going to be down 11-7 at that point if they can execute the anti-eco. So they're still in a decent position right here, but this is a must-win round for 3sup if they want to have any kind of a cushion, any kind of a buffer for any mistakes throughout the second half.
Freakazoid once again in these halls, and Arya's going to take this fight. He's got the AKs trying to clear the corners. He's got no one with him, though. There's someone very close by behind him, but they're not synced up very well. Freakazoid pushes his way down towards danger. Calls Sean over as well just because he hears all the footsteps. Freak's going to peek. He dinks Arya but can't get the kill. That's going to prompt Sean to come out. And Mo's just waiting for that kind of a bait and switch. So this defense now has been very, very injured. Skadoodle in the back of this A bomb site is going to have to come up massive. And Mo with another pick on a Shroud on the rotation. Skadoodle, he's going to grab one. He's got to work with some of his magic. Jumping up on top, waiting for more players to commit, but actually, the B bomb site is there now, and he's going to find a second one. That's the head of Jason R. Mo's blind, but Skadoodle misses the shot. That could have been the key miss. And Abe's just going to clean him up.
So 4 rounds for 3sup. They did exactly what they needed to do in the last couple of rounds. It's just a shame that they couldn't capitalize earlier in the half. So, again, 11-4 your scoreline. Cloud9 well in the lead by 9, or by, I can't do math. 7 rounds. Jesus, man, I'm having a rough night. And 3sup, this is a must-win pistol round for them if they want any chance of being in this matchup, because if Cloud9 win it, you're looking at 14-4 before the first gun round, and then you just have to be flawless the entirety of the second half. So really, really tough spot for 3sup to be in right here, but this is a dire, dire round. And 2 members from Cloud9 drop. Maybe we'll get to see Stunna again. He's got the highest headshot percentage in the Pro League.
Yeah, I saw that. That's like, what, 1 kill or something like that?
He's gotten 3 kills. 3 kills in Pro League. His debut.
That's awesome. Good for Stunna. These are actually the same, Shroud and Skadoodle, the same 2 who dropped the other night on Cash. So maybe they're working with some internet issues at the moment, but I'm sure they'll be right back in the server. I just don't see this comeback as likely for 3sup. Cloud9's T side on this map is very, very scary.
Of course, they're not going to want to give away too much before the major comes out, but I think even just running default strategies, they're just going to outskill them and just run over them here.
We saw Cloud9 play on this map the other night, I forget against who it was, but actually I think it was against Winter Foxes, but they were just running these 4 or 5 man death squads and just trading so well. It's just so hard to stop him a lot of times, especially with Freak playing the way he is today. He's hitting some nice shots. That'll be a good start. And then Skadoodle with his op, once they get entries, Skadoodle can just grab angles with his op and just chill. Wait for rotations to come in, and it's easy pickings from there.
Yeah, so again, just patiently waiting for these guys to hop back in for second half to start up. We're just waiting for Skadoodle to get back in the server. So while we've got a second here, Moses, excited for the major?
I'm excited. You
get to see our brother in arms, Sadikist, again. It's been a long time since we've had his happy-go-lucky personality here on the cast. So you get to actually fly out there and cast with him over at the major, which is really, really cool. His first major debut, which is great.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Last I saw him was qualifiers for Cologne in LA. But that'll be good to see him again. I just wanted to be here, man. Like I'm just like counting down the days, and I'm doing all the tedious research right now, all the statistical compiling of stats and kills and deaths and ratios. So I'm ready for that to be over.
Yeah, the major definitely needs more ratios. That is for sure.
Always just good to have that knowledge, just ready to go when you go up on the desk and preparing for Thorin. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's right. He is going to be there for this one. It's not often that you get to say that Thorin's going to be at a major again, but definitely looking forward to that. Some shenanigans on the analyst desk for sure.
Yeah, I've worked with him a bunch years back, and then done a couple interviews with him. I met him again at Cbble for the first time in a couple years when I went just as a spectator. So we both talked about finding ways to work together. Moving forward an event to do that, and this is the one that it's going to happen at. So I mean, this is it's a cool talent lineup. There's a lot of really cool people that I'll get a chance to talk with and meet. DDK and Black DDK, Scoots I'll get to see again. Red Eye, who I've watched a lot over the years in all sorts of esports. So that's really cool to be able to meet him.
Henry G as well. I don't think that you've done any casting or any analysts with him.
He was at the major. I was on some.
Was he? Okay.
Yep. He was at Cologne.
Shows you how much I pay attention to what you do. Right into the second half we go. And again, it's going to be Cloud9 with a tremendous lead into this one. 7 rounds the difference. 11-4 is your scoreline. And 3-sub, again, like we talked about, this pistol round is huge. I mean, if they want any chance of staying in this one, they have to win this. But again, just a fast strat towards B, and there's only 2 players defending here, but Jason R opens up, gets a nice headshot onto Sean Garrison. That kind of quells the attack for the time being.
Yeah, it does. That's a good early stop, so it slows everything down. But, I mean, Cloud9's stream got a drop. There's Skadoodle with the first kill. Now they know the other one's at Statue. He's got to be careful, but Jason just grabs 2. He comes out in the open, and he just finds him. So a couple nice shots from him. That might have just saved the pistol round. There's nothing with the response. He gets 2 kills all. Jason R grabs a 3rd one. He's got a verge of a 4 kill. Oh, yeah, he gets 4.
Abe! Bad manners, man. Let him go for the ace. Nice round from Jason R. But like we said in the first half, you know, he was kind of really slow to start. It's really nice to see him come up huge in that pistol round. Big 4K for him to shut down that B push. They didn't even get a whiff of the bomb site. So great job from him. Great job from 3-sub because they played that kind of at a disadvantage in that B bomb site. They weren't really set up for a B push that early in the round because they only had 2 players over there to hold that off. And Jason R just hit some really nice shots.
Well, he had to. That was his only option. He had forced from those players who came down drop. He got forced down to the open. He had to hit those shots, and he does. 2 very, very nice one-taps. Survives. Just log it up. Oh, but Shroud, he's just going to embarrass Arya real quick. Just casually stroll up with a deagle.
He did. He just walked in the park and just knocked him out real quick, and there you go. Now this push on to B is just crushing the defenses, and Skadoodle lands the headshot. It's all down to Mo with just a scout. So all of the heroics from Jason R, all for naught. And, looks like it's just going to be an easy cleanup here for Cloud9. What a nutty shot there from Shroud to open things up. See you later, Arya. You're going to be feeling that for the next 4 rounds.
Yeah, Jesus. And that's just the opening that Cloud9 needed. He swarm out into the bomb site, and they just eliminate everyone. I mean, even Skadoodle jumps off platform with the scout, and he's dealing with the aim punch, and he lines up a perfect headshot. So, 3-sub, super happy they win the pistol round, and then they just get shell-shocked by getting wrecked.
Yeah, and again, we see a quick reconnect in there. I believe that was... Who was that dropped and came back in? I think it was Sean Garris that actually did that. So, That's actually a different player than before because it was Shroud and Skadoodle, now Sean. So maybe a little bit of connectivity issues going on, but Cloud9 just going to stream in towards this B bomb site. Arya is looking for revenge for that one dig, but he's not going to get it. Now the 5-7 comes out, and nothing craters or dies in his own Molotov. Not really sure which one it was, but either way, he takes himself out. And now that nade's going to clean up Mo. He face plants into the wall, and it's going to be on Jason R to try to do something magical here, and they're not even going to give him the opportunity. So it's going to be 13-5 now as Cloud9 just escalates their lead by one more round.
That's the kind of things we're going to see in this half, is just really, really fast pace. Almost feels like just rushing over and over again, but just bullying their way into that B bomb site, taking all the fights and coming out on top. So Cloud9 up 13-5. 3-Sup's going to be forced into a full save. No shotguns this time. No second round buy up of armor and pistols whatsoever. They've got to save up. They've got to let Cloud9 get towards 14 and just hope they'll have the arsenal afterwards to do something about it. Cloud9 once again heavy play towards the B bomb site, and Sean, he has a back 10. He's just probing up a day, so he's gonna have a quick flank if they commit to this hit.
Yeah, that's the big thing with this stack going towards that B bomb site. Nothing's gonna drop a smoke out. He's gonna get caught a little bit, but no damage being exchanged right there. That Molotov that he actually dropped, and he's just gonna come right out and drop. He does get dinked, but he just rips both of those players. Shroud's gonna find one as well. Abe down and out. And this defense has just been completely annihilated. Nothing could get caught out, but Shroud's going to bait him out. Nothing finally falls, but it's Professor Chaos versus 4, and there's really nothing he can do. Skadoodle's over here by drop. He's got a Galil in hand. He's going to pop out. Professor Chaos gives up his position, peeks out, and that's going to be another round there. Skadoodle with the M4. Going to find that frag, and I think he's had that ever since the second round of this matchup, too. So pretty solid stuff from Cloud9. That B execution is just too hot to handle. And not much that they can do.
Sean cleared out the entire A bomb site and was like, all right, guys, all 5 are over at B, so just bring the bomb back here and plant. So the bomb goes all the way around, and nothing just doesn't care. He comes on drop and just gets, 3 kills that round? He just didn't care. So he just annihilates everyone. Now we have an op on
with
Bo.
9 HP, too.
Yeah, it's a glass cannon op, and actually they're sending 4 players over towards B, but this is just Cloud9 making the right call. They sent 4 players over towards A. So it's only going to be Sean here lurking at this B bomb site, causing a distraction. Now, Professor Chaos has rotated back. He's in the open at the moment. Throws a nade out towards Halls. That's going to do nothing. But him and Jason are playing this A bomb site, and they're very split up.
Yeah, and of course, Professor Chaos with only a Mag 7, so he's got to get up close on these players. He knows that there's at least one towards long, and he's just going to be looking for something over here. Nah, this is just going to be certain death. He's going to peek into the grinder. Actually, no. Freak his way down and out, and there's the peek, but he's got backup from Mo, and Mo finds a nice shot. He does get spammed down. Professor Chaos down and out, but it's a 2-for-2 trade. Now Mo in the backside of this bomb site is going to be able to find one nice dink through the wall, and Mo again holding strong, and Abe comes in for the backup collateral from Mo, and that's going to be the round for 3-Sup. So nice hold in the Abe bomb site. They got the rotations right, and they were on point, and Mo cleans up 3.
Mo came up huge. That's just how these hits go for Cloud9. They seem to
He
just
almost
trade.
doubled those last 2, too.
They seem to trade early for a couple kills, and then they just all swings in Cloud9's favor, but that time Mo's there to stop it. Now he can invest into some armor as well. So that's a good advantage for him. Professor Chaos they still have 1 shotgun in play. The 3-Sup economy is not that strong. But they do have the Cloud9 on the verge of being forced into an eco, breaking their economy, but back to basics. Fast B play.
Yeah, and Mo's going to try to get up here behind this, but he's not going to even have a chance to see anything through that smoke. He's going to get flashed all the way out. You can just see there's no presence in the backside of this B bomb site. It's all on Mo to try to hit these shots with these flashbangs that are just raining in. Sean burns one alive. That's Abe down and out. Now they're just going to spam through the smoke. Mo's going to be able to find one. He's moving around this site very, very well, but he falls to Skadoodle. Jason R is going to push that smoke, cleans up one, looking for another one. He's not able to line it up just yet, but it's going to be Professor Chaos, Jason R, and Arya to try to retake this against Skadoodle and Sean Garris, but there it is. Skadoodle lines them both up, takes them both. Actually, holy crap. Big round from Skadoodle. He opens things up, gets that frag onto Mo in the beginning, lines up 2, and then finishes it off in style. So nice job from Skadoodle. 17-9 now.
That was huge from Ska, because he was in red HP, and he was actually on that platform with nowhere to go. Even if he gets up and tries to relocate, he's so fully exposed, so his only options to commit to that fight. Able to spray down 2, that's huge plays. And 3-Sup, they're not able to string any 2 rounds together, so you're going to see another buy at him, because they have to. Cloud9's now on 9 straight match points, shotgun, upgraded pistols, and 2 FAMASes as well. And what do they have to stop this B push now? They have nothing. They got shotgun, and actually that slows them down, that 1 shot of the Mag 7, but eventually they're just going to stop caring. PC trying to do some jumping shots, gets completely blind. The Mag 10's going to win that battle.
Arya and Abe, though, stepping up in sight, find a pair themselves. Shroud and Freak his way down and out, and that's a couple of nice finds right there, but this gap in this smoke, nothing is going to be able to see. Yeah, That's the biggest part about it right now. Sean coming right around from behind him, picks off 2, and that leaves it just on 1. 16-6 is going to be your final score, and Cloud9 looking strong on Cobblestone.
Yeah, they look good there, and that's good for them that they picked that up. They had just lost to Liquid earlier on that map earlier in the evening, so it's nice for them to go on the map at least 1-1. And once again, we had a Winter Fox doubleheader. We had a 3-sup doubleheader. Now we're going to have a Cloud9 doubleheader. They're going to be our next match of the evening. That's going to be at 11 p.m. If you guys want to check out any of the stats or scores on some of these previous matches we've had tonight, download the Score Esports application through the iOS or the Google Play Store. And we're going to be bringing you that Cloud9 vs. Conquest coming up right after the break.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Intel Extreme Masters. Delta Time's debating that he gets it. Oh, it's beautiful. Like this, 2 kills could never be so important.
Gonna go for it behind the fountain. Kerrigan's gonna charge him down. He's gonna miss quite a few pistol shots. Kenny X, he won a kill, and then he gets the second. Kenny X touches the round.
All right, they've got to have Jason Argo beast mode, find 1 kill very quickly from now and see if they can just make anything happen from it, but doesn't look likely. There's so many angles they have to clear out if they want to move forward towards the B bomb site, which is where they're going. Nothing gets spotted out. He does massive damage, though. Hasn't fallen quite yet. Hasn't got any kills, and there's one streaming out, but with the USB, nothing, or excuse me, the P2000, he's just going to clean them all up. The last 2 fall to nothing, and once again, only 1 kill, and they even salvaged that M4. So very fortunate that that happens, but Freak getting solo aggressive could have caused huge issues.
Yeah, rightfully so. They do throw that Freakazoid over that M4, so he is going to have that with the full nade kit as well, and Skadoodle's going to be on the op, so that's another dangerous thing. Now we get to actually see how much Mo can step up his game, because he's going to be going toe-to-toe with the undisputed best AWPer in North America in Skadoodle. So this is going to be a pretty good test here for Mo. At least on Cobblestone. Not the most AWP-friendly map out there, but nothing in a great position, though. He's going to find the first blood. Abe coming around from the backside, takes down Skadoodle, and this is just a clean sweep into this B-bomb site. They only lost 1 player, Abe on 4 HP, but the damage is done. This might actually just be a save call out of the CT side of Cloud9, but it looks like they're just going to press on, and a little bit risky here. Flashbang out over the top through double doors. That's going to find a little bit of flash onto Mo, but he actually hits a wallbang shot, and they finish things off, and that's not too shabby of a round there for 3-sub. Fast push into the B-bomb site and 3 alive with the op.
Right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for our 3rd matchup of the evening. It's Cobblestone with 3-sup versus Cloud9. But before we get started, we just want to give a quick shout out to the Score Esports app for all of your CSGO needs. Scores, stats, and news, all kinds of updates, great content. Check it out on the iOS App Store and also Google Play. But before we get into this one, let's go ahead and talk about these teams. Obviously, we just saw 3-sup play on Overpass, a heartbreaking overtime loss that they suffered right there. And now we're going to see Cloud9 facing off against them on Overpass.
You just said Overpass twice. You're just
Cobblestone.
you're just all sorts of out of it right now.
I'm just stressed from trying to fix my damn microphone.
It's good to have you back, by the way. Good to have you back.
Golly. But threw stuff in my room.
Here, like this is the thing that we just saw. Cloud9 just lost to Liquid on this map earlier in the evening for Face It. So they just took a loss on this map. I mean, this has been a map that they've been very good on, especially against North American teams. They show a very no respect style against most North American teams on this. I fully expect them to break it out here against 3-sup, where they basically just death squad it and they just trade out Abe. Now they can recover the bomb, but they've got to deal with Shroud, who's pushed all the way forward, spots him out. They're blocked in now in these A-hulls.
Yeah, there's really nowhere that they can go, and Shroud is going to be able to find that fadeaway headshot onto Abe, drops the bomb once again, and it's all on Professor Chaos to come around through the pit here in mid and try to find something. He's going to at least spot Skadoodle, but he fired a little bit prematurely and wasn't able to just cleanly execute him, and now he's got nothing, stuck behind the APC. But with time dwindling down and the bomb so far away, it's going to be a tall order for him to get this, and nothing playing this extremely smart, just wasting time as much as he possibly can. Professor Chaos coming around the side, nothing, hits another ripper of a headshot. We saw him last night, I believe it was, or 2 nights ago on Cat. Hash actually have an all headshot pistol round ace, even though they lost that map.
Yeah, well, Freak just wins them that round. Just no big deal. You know, he hears himself getting surrounded, so he just gets aggressive towards those A-halls, towards middle, towards that courtyard, and just eliminates him and drops that bomb. So, I mean, the rest of the 3-set members have to whirl around him, but 2 of them actually try and get up into the A-bomb site, hoping they win that one-on-one and can bring the bomb immediately into the site, but that just doesn't work out like that. So Cloud9 take that pistol. Look at this buy out of him. They're going to go quickly in mid, but there's Freakazoid with the MP7. He's able to spray down 1. Gets a second one. Now he's got to switch to the pistol, but he just gets swarmed by the Tech 9 still. He's done the damage. Mo's very low. Abe's pretty low. And they know exactly where everyone is.
Yeah, nowhere to go there, but again, they're trying to push up into this bomb site, but they've got a couple players around the corner in Shroud.
Aim you in every situation, whether it's down drop, whether it's up mid very quickly. And if you can't stop them, if you can't find early kills in the round, you're going to be in a lot of trouble because they're not going to stop moving forward and they're just going to obliterate everything. So 3-Sup is going to be, you know, they're going to have a very, very tough time in this matchup, in my opinion, especially when they're playing the CT side. If I'm 3-Sup here, I might just start on the terror side.
Well, we'll see what they decide to do here, as they did walk away with that knife round victory, and right now Cloud9 on the CT side to see if they decide to stay, and looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. So 3-Sup looking to at least control the pace of this matchup from the get-go and try to get their own pick of whatever they want to do, especially through this pistol round, to see if they can make something happen. But again, 0-0 coming into the pistol round, just starting this one off. Cobblestone is the map. Cloud9 CT side. Sean Garris, Skadoodle, Freakazoid, Nothing, and Shroud facing off against Aria, Abe, Mo, Jason R, and Professor Chaos. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Third matchup of the evening. And here we go, Moses.
Four members of Cloud9 over towards the B bomb site, and Freakazoid, huge plays, 2 quick kills up in the halls. That's the bomb now. The rest of 3-Sup has to go chase him down, but he's got an opportunity to get a couple more kills on the flank. Freakazoid, one tap on a Jason R. He just might have won Cloud9 this matchup because they had the wrong defense called for the strategy 3-Sup's running. And these 2 members, these 2 remaining terrorists, they are all sorts of discombobulated, nowhere to go on the map. Freakazoid, he finally gets shut down by...
Not even going to let Mo get a whiff of that bomb site. He takes him down instantaneously with the MP7 or MP9, and there it is, the spray down. Sean Garris with the Mag 7, so a lot of money netted this round. 2 frags for Shroud, 2 frags for Freakazoid, and a Mag 7 kill for Sean Garris. So they're going to be sitting pretty once they get into the first gun round.
Yeah, only losing 1 player there. That's very, very well done. 3-Sup now, no investment of armor once again into this round, much like last time. So they just have some upgraded pistols and 2 flashes for Arya, so they're not going to be able to do too much. They're going to have to get into this place quickly. It might just be some pop flashes down through those double doors to get into the middle connector very quickly. The smoke is up, though. And once again, Freakazoid pushing halls. He's got an M4 this time, though. He can't lose this gun. That would be brutal. He's the only one there, and he does. He loses it, so a good chance for Jason R to salvage that and do some more damage. Shroud's going to rotate over with the Mag 7, and there's Shroud with that MP9 still causing wreaking havoc, but that M4 now forces Sean back, so a little bit of a scary situation for Cloud9.
Again, Shroud, though, in mid, holding stalwart with only 36 HP, does a significant amount of damage, but look at this aggression from Nothing. He's going to be able to find the first. He might be able to get more than 1 out of this exchange as well. Pushed all the way up into the B halls. He actually just smokes it off, so they've got no avenue of attack over here in towards this bomb site. And he's just spraying through the smoke, does pretty decent damage there on a Jason R, hits him once or twice with that FAMAS, and now Shroud is going to be there for the backup. So they're pinched again in this round. Nowhere to go.